start.
Hey, how's it going, guys? So I'm really pleased to have Alexander Khvostov here from St. Petersburg. He's a busy man. He's actually on his way to a competition, which he'll tell us a little bit about in a second. I've known Khvostov for a number of years. Unbelievable athlete. His mindset is unbelievable, and this is why I want to bring him on to speak to us, to inspire us. It doesn't matter what sport you do. I think his mindset at competing at such a high level for such a long time is something I really want to understand about. Guys, we're only going to be doing it for 30 minutes because he has to head off to a competition. I have to head off to work, so we're going to get right into it. Khvostov, thank you for meeting us here.
Thank you.
So first of all, tell us your achievements. First of all, like what have you achieved in the kettlebell sport?
What?
So how many Russian championships?
Yeah. It is 10 times world champion and maybe 8 or need count European champion and 8 times Russian champion.
So he's 10 times world champion, 8 or 9 European championships, he's not sure, and 8 or 10 times Russian champion.
Yeah.
Okay. And any world records?
Yeah. I'm still world record holder in biathlon in 68 kilogram category.
Fantastic.
Now, before I had world records in 63 category, few records.
Ooh. Well, you must have been very young when you did them.
And 68 now only.
68, yeah. All the young guys coming up, and 63 is too low for your body weight now. I think to drop down is too low. So you'll let them have them. They can have them. And you're in Russia. People that don't know, for a long time you have ranks. So every sport can have a rank. So you can have achievements, contender for Master of Sport, and the highest level rank is honored Master of Sport, only given to the best of the best in a particular sport. And you achieved honored Master of Sport.
Yeah.
And when did you achieve honored Master of Sport?
5 years ago.
5 years ago. So it's a massive achievement. And so, Khvostov, let's have a look at how did you start kettlebells? Like, how old were you? Why did you begin kettlebell sport?
I was 18 years old. I was in the army, and I started in the army.
Okay, and just for fun, or they made you do it?
I did start kettlebell sport instead to be on duty or cleaning floors.
So if you did kettlebell sport, you got out of other work.
Yeah.
Okay. So an unusual way to get into a sport.
Yeah.
And when you first began the kettlebell training at 18 in the military, what was the training like? Was it a very good regime, or you just went in and just lifted however you felt?
Was
there a good training plan?
Mm-hmm. In the army.
Yeah,
right?
In the army. For kettlebells, did you have a coach in the army? How did you learn in the army the kettlebells?
Yes, I had a coach there first year, and then I met my coach Sergey Rudnev.
And was he in the army also? Is this how this is how you met him?
Yeah, when I got when I was in army team, I met when I was in army team, army kettlebell sport team. I met my coach Sergey Rudnev.
Okay, and then you started to go to his training sessions.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is how your level went up higher then when you started training with him.
Me?
Yeah. So when you started training with Rudnev,
it's very low level.
Very low level when you first began. I think you told me before that you when you competed with 224s, your first competition was only not so many jerk.
Maybe 18 reps.
18 reps. So guys, there we go. See, he started with 18 reps on 224s. So there's hope for everyone. And they're probably very difficult 18 reps.
It was.
And then, so your coach saw you and thought, "Oh my God, I must help this man." And when you were before you went into the army, did you play other sports when you were in school and were you young? Were you always active? Were you naturally good at sports?
I was very activity. I was before army. I was training in the gym, just power training. And I did ski, maybe sports games.
Okay, so you're always a little bit active,
but not serious. Any kind of sport. Not
serious athlete. So really, it was the military that made you to a path of a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Because in the Russian military, they're very good for helping athletes. For if you want to compete professionally,
some place.
Depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Yes, because you were in Blagin. I can never pronounce it. Blaganeskov. Is that correct? Where's your hometown? The name of your hometown in Russia?
No, it is when I was in the army at Blagoveshchensk.
Yes, that's right by China.
I was living. I was there 10 years. For 10 years, I was there.
And you were training kettlebells for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
In that place.
Right. And then from this position, when did you make the Russian team? How old were you when you made the first time making Russian team?
In Russian team, 2008. 2008. On after I won Russian Cup in 2008, I went to World Championship.
It's very difficult to win the Russian Cup because such high level athletes. I think often it's more difficult to win Russian Cup than it is the World Championships.
Russian Championship, it's very difficult, but Russian Cup is not. Sometimes it doesn't matter for Russian team.
Yes. The Russian Championships is important because you have to win this to get onto the Russian team.
Yep.
And it's very competitive. Sometimes I looked at results now of biathlon. I think in 95 plus, 105 plus, and the results in biathlon were very, very high. Very high. Like the win, I think the person who came third place would win World Championships.
Yeah.
It's very, very. So you've had to compete at a high level with a lot of stress. How do you deal mentally with the stress of competition, knowing I must win to get on the Russian team and things? How do you do this?
I'm used to it.
You're used to it. Mm-hmm. And when you first began sport, did you get nervous?
Just you need to choose main competition and not necessary and the competitions where you not necessary to show a big result.
Okay, so you do the competition, but you're not too stressed because you're not trying to do big results. You're just getting used to the competition. And then you have one competition in mind where you're preparing for this competition.
Yeah. For example, some competitions in my mind, like just training, like control set, maybe. I use it like a control set.
Okay. So you're using the competition as a training set, but your mind gets used to the competition then, because you do lots of competitions. I see on Instagram, oh, he's in competition. Next week, competition again. competition,
Mhm.
always competing.
Yeah, it's very hard calendar now.
Yes,
It was a very busy calendar last year because after pandemic, uh, too many competitions in a short period.
yes. So there was no competitions, and then when you can start competing again, they've brought all the competitions into a smaller period of time.
Yeah. For example, I had competition, Russian Championship. 1 week later, I have military cup, and in 2 days, after 2 days, I had other competition, army snatch.
Very, very
And
hard.
it was problem because I tore the skin
Oh my God.
after competition, and with
There's probably some technique things that we can work on to help that. I'm joking. So we've ascertained why you started kettlebell sport. I've got an interesting question because lots of people, I'm sure in Russia and around the world, do kettlebells, but only for fitness. Okay. What do you think is the difference between kettlebell sport and kettlebell fitness? What's the big difference?
Kettlebell sport, as any sport, you do it for to make to show good result, to win the competitions, to competing, and you follow the training program,
So you have a training
program for this competition.
Yes.
Your goal is competing.
Competing. So you train kettlebell sports. You have a program, and your goal is to compete.
Yeah.
So,
And it is how any sport, kettlebell sport, has a specialization. It is only jerk and snatch, or only long cycle, or only snatch only.
Yes.
And kettlebell fitness includes many exercises.
Yes.
And fitness is for kettlebell fitness is improving all
areas.
All areas, yeah.
All areas, yeah. See, so so like in Russia, because I've been to your gym, but other people haven't, because Euro Fitness, and now you have just a kettlebell gym. Also, I see. But does everyone that train with kettlebells only do the sport, or do some people also use kettlebells, but there may be other athletes? They're CrossFit, maybe they're Sambo, maybe they're MMA. Do you see other athletes use kettlebells also just for fitness in where you train?
Some people train for sport, use kettlebell, but much more people use the kettlebells just for training, just maybe preparing for other sports.
And do you think is there certain sports that you think kettlebells is very good for, like kettlebell training? When I was in Omsk, I saw all the Sambo guys come into the gym, and they were doing lots of kettlebell exercises, not sport exercises, but different exercise to enhance Sambo. Do you think there's certain sports that are kettlebell is very good for them?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
kettlebell is very good to improve anything.
Anything, because it's well rounded. Because I think in Russia many years ago, they used to use kettlebells with Olympic lifting, was together as a supplementary exercise.
Yeah, with barbell.
With barbell training. Yeah.
Barbell training.
Great. And then I know, but some of the viewers don't know, like what's your full-time job? What do you do during the day? Everybody thinks, oh, Alexander, he's a professional athlete. All he does is he trains kettlebell sports, then he comes home and he sleeps. That's it. And then eat. But you have a job. What do you do?
I have job as a sport coach as fitness coach,
Fitness trainer. Yeah.
fitness trainer. Yeah, and maybe I'm busy, maybe 7 hours a day.
And so you do your normal work, and then you have to do your own training and preparation for competition also.
Yeah. And I spent for my training, for training myself, I spent maybe 3-4 hours
Per day.
a day. Yeah.
Very, very.
Maybe 1-2 hours I'm running in the first part of day, and in the evening train with the kettlebell.
So you do your runs in the morning, and then the kettlebell training in the evening time.
Yeah.
And do you keep this 1-2 hours running, or only for when you're coming up to competition? When maybe after competition you have more time, do you relax a little bit, not so much running, or always such high intensity?
I'm usually rest after competition. I like to take to make rest.
It's important for the body to recover. And
yeah.
And how do you? This is my next question. How do you prevent many athletes that train very, very hard like you? They just burn out. They overtraining. When you tell me 1-2 hours in the morning running, in the evening kettlebells, I just think, wow, I would just burn out. How does your body stay okay with this?
You need to up the volume of training very slow, by step by step, and you need to make you need to take rest. You need to have rest period, maybe 1-2 weeks without hard training, maybe light training, or maybe stop training with kettlebells, maybe only swimming on light cardio,
like active rest, just to
you need to have programming of training. The programming of kettlebell sport includes other periods of training.
Yes.
For example, first preparation period before competition period, and then recovery period. And you should have it. If you will follow such programming, you will not have a problem with recovery.
So it's important to have a structured program that moves.
Yeah.
And then you have high intensity, low, and over year after year after year, your volume can increase and your body can adapt to this training. So very important programming. And then on a day-to-day, like for your athletes, what advice do you give them? So they have the program, but do like sleep and food? Are these stretching, sauna, sauna? Are these things important part of your plan?
Yeah, it's very important. Good sleep and good food. And you can use for recovery. You can use after hard training. You can use sauna, banya, and any
different
anything.
Massages and things to try to relax.
Yeah, very good.
And what advice? Because you're also a very, very good coach. When you have athletes that struggle with competition in their mind, so they get very, very nervous, and the pressure from competition brings their results down. What advice do you give them? How do you, as a coach, deal with an athlete who is very good in training, very, very good, but in competition, down? Okay, so we know a problem in the mind. How do we address this?
I say to my students to my student use the competition as training.
Use it as training.
It's not not necessary what will do other athletes. It's necessary only what you do. So you need to show only what you can, not more.
Okay. So take the pressure off them. Say, just don't worry about being an athlete and all that. Just come out and just use it as training, and just try to do the best you can do.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good advice. Khvostov, what's your plans for the future for sport now? Because you're how old are you now?
39.
39. So you're 39 is quite an old age for kettlebell for professional level sport.
No, I'm still young.
Well, this is the mind. But there's not so many other 39-year-old athletes making such big results like you, still for so many years, and still becoming more. Your results are always more. So what's the plan? Like, where do you see you going with it?
I don't have any plans.
No plans. Just keep.
Only my plans to compete on Sunday and win.
So just you keep focused on the one thing. Do this and then next.
Yeah, I don't think about next year. Only now.
Only now. So that's some good advice.
And I will compete in a European Championship and Russian Championship.
Okay.
Next plans.
Next month, so that's coming along. And I know that you're a very, very high level coach. And what are some of your athletes' achievements? Because you have some very good athletes that make some big results.
Yeah, my best student is Mikhail Pashnin. He is 7-time world champion, and he on last competition he showed Russian semi-final. He showed his personal best result, 150 jerks and 215 snatches. Not bad.
And 78 kilogram category?
78, we don't have it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They joined.
Yeah, his body weight, right? His body weight is
78. He used to compete 78, but it's 85 kilogram category now, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. So
because here we have only 73 and then 85.
85, yeah.
Yes. Big difference.
So those of you that don't remember that aren't, I remember when this was changing in Russia, your tables and categories have changed. So those who are watching that don't know, the categories have changed. But then in European championships and world championships, we still have the old categories.
Yeah.
So then how does that work then? If Mikhail wins and his body weight is 78, he competes in 78 kilogram category, and then number 2 goes to 85. How do they decide who goes where?
No. The first number goes to his own category.
His own category. Okay.
It is because necessary to win world championship in his own category, in the same category with Russia.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, I see. And so to finish off, because I know we're in a bit of a time schedule. If people, because you coach people, I know you've coached people in, I think, like Japan, Korea, like all over the world. So if people want to, like, they're like, I would like some coaching from Alexander Khvostov, or maybe when you can travel again and no more coronavirus, how should people contact you?
Everyone can contact me on Facebook or Instagram, anything.
Just say, send message. Hi, Alex. I would like to coach you. You're friendly. Your people can approach you, and you've been coaching people online for a long time, so you're used to coaching people online. I remember when you were in Ireland and you were staying at my house, you were on the phone sometimes watching some of your athletes' results and then speaking with them to tell them, okay, do this better, do that better. So you're used to coaching people online. It's normal for you.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So Khvostov, you have to go to a competition now. Which competition do you go to? Which?
It's military camp. Military camp in my motherland. On my motherland, Yekaterinburg.
Okay, so how long will your travel be?
It's very close to here, only 3,000 kilometers.
Yeah, that's not close in Irish times. How long will that take you? You go by train?
No, train by train to Moscow, and from Moscow 2 hours flight.
Okay. And then this military cup is jerk and snatch, or only snatch?
Biathlon and jerk and snatch, and I will do jerk and snatch, and will be a long cycle too.
Long cycle in 24 kilogram category, 24 kilogram kettlebell, or 32?
32.
32.
It is like Russian championship.
Yeah.
Like Russian championship. It is. I will meet many athletes from
Russian team.
Yeah, you will see on Facebook. I will meet Ksenia, for example,
or
Anton.
Very big competition for you guys. So thank you very much for coming online, and I wish you the best of luck in competition. And then we'll keep an eye. We'll watch on Facebook, and you're very good, guys. If you're not following Khvostov on Instagram, follow him on Instagram, because he does many live videos. I was watching the last competition live on your phone. It was very good. So if you want to see live video footage, follow him on Instagram. It's Alexander Khvostov.
I will try to do some live video on Instagram.
Yeah, I was watching you live during your last competition. It was very good. You and Johnny Benitez, very inspiring. So guys, thank you very much, Khvostov.
Thank you, Mark,
so much, and have a great competition. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.